Hey everyone, Marty Snider, Nate Ryan, and Dale Jarrett joining you today to preview Sonoma coming up this weekend. So, DJ, I heard Joey Logano say earlier this week it's his favorite road course by far. What do you think about the racing at Sonoma and the kind of race we'll see on Sunday?
Yeah, something you never heard me say about Sonoma. I don't know that any of the road courses were my favorite, but I love the track itself and the course. And I know they've changed it a couple of different times, but they have this year what they had last year. So that this is an entertaining place. Very, very difficult. Yeah, you have a mixture of your high-speed parts of the track. You have areas that as a driver. We see side-by-side racing right here, but you don't see that at a lot of parts of this track. And there are certain parts that you absolutely can't put yourself in that position. So I think that you have to have a combination of skills in driving this track to not only be patient, but you have to be aggressive at certain areas. And what we see is that aggression really take place, I think, in the last couple of corners, especially your last corner here. That's where we see people get taken out, a lot of feelings hurt there. So this is a tough place, and you have to really work hard throughout this entire race. Track position of utmost importance, very difficult place to pass. We know it can happen. We've seen drivers drive up through, and strategies are going to play a big part in this also.
Nate, would you describe Sonoma as the short track of road courses?
I think that to me is more like Watkins Glen for me, Marty. I think, listen to what DJ says, and obviously he's got the driving perspective. I've always thought when I hear drivers talk about Sonoma being like more of a technical type track, whereas Watkins Glen has more of that high speed nature to it. That doesn't mean we're not going to see contact this weekend. I think we'll see a lot. Like DJ said, they've gone back to the layout without the carousel again. So I think certainly Chase Elliott's return is going to be something that I'm watching this weekend because of now him missing so many races. I mean, it is pretty much win or else, it seems. And we know he's been strong at road courses in the past. Hendrick Motorsports has been strong, but Tyler Reddick was so good at Circuit of the Americas. I kind of wonder, DJ, if we're looking at Chase Elliott coming into this as really being among the list of contenders. As he's shown before, he talked in a video he did after he sat out the Gateway race about how he's had difficulty getting in rhythm this year. I know that you talked about, like, you saw Chase Elliott kind of getting back into form, but I feel like he's kind of still struggling with what he needs out of the race car. So I think this weekend will be a big test for him.
Yeah, I have to agree. Being in a race car week in and week out, especially when that's what your competitors are doing, taking a break. And I understand, there's been circumstances, but it makes it difficult as a driver to keep yourself focused and knowing exactly what you need and what you want out of these cars and that feeling. Again, your competitors are only getting ahead of you there. We've seen Chase run really good at this track. I think this is a hugely important weekend. There's a lot of them coming up. We have 4 road course races, or 3 road course and a street race, before the playoffs begin. And so this is an opportunity for a number of drivers. You think about drivers that are sitting on the outside looking in, that we say, quote unquote, need a win to make the playoffs. There's a handful of drivers that you could put in that list, Chase being one of those that has to win. So I think that these type of races are ones that add a little bit more pressure. So you haven't been in the car, you just had a week off, you were just getting back in the rhythm, but now you throw that pressure of realizing this might be your opportunity to go grab a win to secure your spot in the playoffs.
All right, with all that said, DJ, who do you like to win this weekend at Sonoma?
I like a driver that doesn't have to worry about the playoffs. Matter of fact, he's racking up wins. And is just in case we had thought that maybe he wasn't one of the best drivers ever in this sport, Kyle Busch is proving at Richard Childress Racing that he is one of the best talents to ever come through this. This is maybe one of his best driving years that I can think of through the years. I know he's done a lot of remarkable things, but he has put Richard Childress Racing on his back and taken them to victory lane, and I believe that he gets the job done this weekend.
Hi, I'm Parker Kligerman. For more access like this from Pit Road, be sure to click and subscribe to the Motorsports on NBC YouTube channel.